Once again, it's on, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another great episode of Two Cigars and a Blunt. Of course, you know I am the man on the street.
This is your boy Pharaoh King.
Tim Dog from Be More Careful. You're gonna look like that.
And Mad Professor in the booth. So we starting that shit early, huh? Tim?
Yeah, we started early. We started early. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have no set format tonight. We probably doing a 2-hour long asked out because this is Freestyle Friday. Mad Professor, hit a note for me. You got something on your board. Say hit something.
The fuck y'all looking at? What?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm talking about.
Turn that shit up.
That's right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, look, I when I first saw that on the Boondocks, I stripped the audio from that episode, from a whole bunch of the episodes where he said that.
Yeah.
I made it a ringtone and put that shit on my phone. And the first time it went off, I was at a doctor's office.
And that's what I'm talking about. What the fuck y'all looking at? Y'all looking at Two Cigars in a Blunt. And y'all always know how we start our podcast off. It's the first time you ever joining us or watching us. We always got to ask the brothers, how was their day? So, Mad Professor, you got the new soundboard with the, what y'all looking at, mother? What the fuck
y'all looking at?
I like that. I need to get that shit on my board. Mad Professor, how was your day, my brother?
Sleep. I slept. I fell asleep at sunrise and woke up at about 4 p.m.
Yeah, we just had this conversation. I say, fuck you. You and Tim Dog waking up at 4 o'clock in the goddamn afternoon and shit.
Man, that was me yesterday. I woke up at 11.
Yeah. But go ahead, Mad Professor. I didn't mean to cut you off, my brother.
No, you good, man. It was. I woke up and cooked something, and shit. I didn't go to bed until I cooked breakfast this morning. So shit. I'm waking up. Y'all gonna get the best of me later on in the evening.
I got you, my brother. I was telling Pharaoh King, man, before y'all got on me. Pharaoh was talking. Man, I cooked me one of those the pieces, man. Shit was so hot, burning the roof of my mouth. I was so hungry. You know, you eat it. You're supposed to let it cool down, but I was like Martin on life. The goddamn pie was burning the roof of my mouth. It was too goddamn hot. Shit.
Food juggling.
Yeah,
One of my favorite comics one of my favorite comics talks about that. He said when you take shit out the microwave, it'd be too hot to keep in your hands. So the first thing you do is throw the shit in your mouth.
Yeah, right. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is Freestyle Friday. Everybody, we're gonna be freestyling tonight. Oh, we're gonna have a lot of laughs, we're gonna have a lot of serious things. But Pharaoh King, before we get into that, how was your day, my brother?
Man, it's Friday. It's payday. I ain't got no money though, because all my bills took it. But other than that, man, I'm good tonight.
Yeah. It's one thing about when you get paid and you all happy, you see the zeros, a couple of zeros. It ain't like it's a couple of zeros. That's
my thousandaire zero.
Yeah, but then when you see those bills start coming out and your numbers start dwindling, you like, man, what the fuck I'm working for? Shit, I should be a bum.
And that's the thing. Well, if it wasn't for the escrow shortage, I would have been okay.
Yeah,
but that took away from my opportunity to go see my my auntie home going to today. In Detroit. Service,
yeah. Rest in peace to your aunt. What's your aunt name again? Shout out your aunt again, man. Shout your aunt name.
Yeah, Aunt Betty. Miss her, love her. The family. I wish I could be there with them, but finances kind of kept me home. So.
Yeah, and we talked about this, I think, last week. When things like this happen, even though you got your things in order, this is an unexpected. You know what I'm saying? When it's unexpected, you already have your money allocated to something else. And I like I told you, I don't think your aunt wants you to put yourself in a situation to try to be there. And she knows that you love her. So she knows in spirit you want to be there, which you are. Yep. She understand, and hopefully family members will understand as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks a lot, fellas.
Yeah, and that's what it is. And of course, Tim Dog, Mr. I don't need to buy gloves with fingers in it. I just need them to have the mitt part. Tim Dog, how was your day, my brother?
Oh man, my day was busy. Like you, going out looking at it before it comes out. A lot of zeros, and then all of a sudden you're like, damn, that fast.
Yeah, that fast. Yeah.
I'm preparing myself to get on the road to go see my son and my grandson. So I've been chipping
Another
away
roll.
at the to-do list.
Okay.
And, talked to my son today. He's excited. And my grandson, he said something like Dad G-Pop. So
All right.
I'm G-Pop. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah. See, they
Got a
call you
nickname.
yeah, they call you G-Pop. All my grandkids call me Papa. Papa.
What's
You
Might
the
know,
call
road
me
song?
sir.
yo, God damn, boy, slave master, boy. God damn.
We say, yes, sir.
I don't do nicknames.
You call him
Yeah.
sir.
You know what I call my grandmother?
What?
Grandmother.
Okay, nah.
What up, Rios?
Yo, oh, goddamn. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. You must have been working tonight. The ice ain't got you.
Hey,
Ice ain't got you yet. I don't
Hey.
gave you where you work at because
I
that's when they
know.
come.
Hey,
I
they
saw
could- they-
something.
they couldn't
Hold
come
up.
get him. He was on duty last night.
But no, the funny part is I saw something on before I say how my day went. I saw something on Facebook or TikTok. One of them. They say that ICE for people that Trump said that doesn't work, that's freeloaded on the country. Where do ICE go to catch the
Yeah,
people?
they go to their
At
damn
work.
jobs and
No,
get
they
them.
go to their job to get them. So they're doing something that Trump said they're not doing, which contributing
They had
to the company.
They
to
had an
the
ice
economy.
raid at a construction company this morning here.
Yeah. So I never understand that. Be nice to y'all. Fuck you, Ward.
Yeah,
Fuck
his
you,
name
Ward.
Juan now, but he at work is Robert.
Damn.
As for me, fellas, man, my day went well, man.
Actually,
My day went
actually,
well.
it's John.
Yeah, my day went well, man. Like I said, they let up at 2:00, man. I love getting off early. Oh man,
Hell
I
yeah.
love getting up early. But last night, man, my grandsons called me and was like, "Hey, my daughter, she's about to start a new job, and I guess she has some training she had to do. So I'm waiting for them to come over." And they text me, "Papa, we going to Applebee's, right?" So I like, yeah, you know, whatever. So Kim get home, say, "Hey, I thought you could take the boys to Applebee's." I was like, I thought my daughter Dee was gonna drive. No, you got to go pick them up. So I go pick them up. You know, I'm thinking they got money.
Right.
Soon as they get in the car, y'all got money? No, Papa, you got it. What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that?
That's what grandpops are for.
No, I'm a papa. I ain't no grandpapa. I'm papa. So
That's
we
what
went.
grandfathers are for.
Yeah, we went to Applebee's. We had a good time, and my grandsons, they eat the same shit every goddamn time. My youngest grandson, all he wants is a cheese pizza with cheese sticks on the side. And then Applebee's didn't have no damn cheese pizza. I asked that damn dude, "How the fuck y'all run out of cheese pizza? What kind of shit is this?" You know what I'm saying? And my older grandson, he loves Alfredo.
I think that's a black person's staple.
No, but he
Right.
don't eat the damn chicken in the Alfredo.
Because they don't want the chicken, man. They just want the noodles.
Yeah, he want the noodles, but I took them damn chickens to damn work today. That was my lunch.
Fettuccine Alfredo then with nothing on it.
Yeah, but that's what he got though. But ladies and gentlemen, that's how our day went. This is 2 cigars in the blunt, but this is we gonna try to do this every month at the end of the month. This is freestyle. We don't have no set format. This is basically just like asked out, where we just freestyle the conversation. So Matt Professor, you want
Like
first
on the
shot at
screen.
it, my brother? What you want to talk
Let's
about?
do it. I found it funny earlier this week. Court decided to say that the president, felon 47, for those of us who aren't in the know, doesn't have authority to affect tariffs when the country is not basically at war, which is the only time they're supposed to have those emergency powers.
Yeah.
So of course he shopped around to find the court that would rule with him, but
Right.
to get them to rule with him and give him the right to do tariffs again, he had to admit that the American people and
people.
companies
That's correct.
are the ones that pay the tariffs, after sitting there saying we're taking in trillions.
Yeah.
And my thing is, okay, you dumbass maggots, he just admitted that he's been lying the entire damn time. So y'all can't say he didn't know. No, he knew he was lying. And then to say that the companies that have paid tariffs, he's going to pay back those companies using tax money, saying that they brought in trillions, but they're saying they have to cut programs like EBT, Medicaid, Medicare.
Yeah.
So if we're bringing in trillions, why are we cutting?
Yeah. And before I come to you, Tim Dog, because I heard the same thing, and basically what I heard was that he said it's like a rebate. Like when you pay your
Right.
taxes
Mhm.
and you overpay, that's how you get a refund
Yeah.
because you paid more in taxes,
Right.
and they got to give you the money back. And like you just said, Matt Professor, he said it live in a statement saying, yeah, if the companies that does the tariff and it basically if it's affect them, we're going to reimburse them the money.
Mhm.
So he can't say he didn't know. He did know. He know that tariff doesn't work.
Mhm.
But you got these some Republicans out there and some Democrats that really don't read what's going on. They fall into that trap as well. But he said it. But Tim Dog, you love to talk about the MAGAs. What the MAGAs gonna say? They're gonna be like, yeah, Trump, he was right. He was right. That's what they're gonna say, Tim Dog.
No, they're gonna say, well, at least he told the truth. Huh? What the hell? I'm complexed here. He didn't tell it. He was forced to tell the truth about that. Now, what about everything else? And you got people like Tuberfield. Oh my God.
Oh,
Man, that's that dude down there in Alabama. Used to be the Auburn head coach.
Yeah,
technically,
he's a coach
technically, the
trying to
nigga
play
lives in
politician.
Florida.
Oh, he
And
lives in
the only
Florida.
thing-
Okay.
yeah, he's a coach trying to play politician, and the only thing he knows is kiss ass. Now he's running for Senate.
No, he's running for governor of.
He's running
I mean,
for
excuse me, governor. My apologies. Right, governor.
Yeah, governor.
And all he does is, well, I
Damn,
believe
Joe.
in the thing that the president
Joe is
says.
right. No, Joe is 100% right, because what's funny is all of the cuts that they're trying to pass does not come into effect until just before the next presidential election.
Yeah.
Or
So
just
the-
afterward. I'm trying to remember which way it is. Those rebates don't get done until 2028 as well.
Yeah.
And it's all an effort to make it look like this dumbass hasn't done anything wrong.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Before I come to you, Farrell, it's funny when you talk to some Republicans, they talk about the taxes. Well, under Trump, my taxes were such and such and such. But then they didn't realize that what was the act, whatever act that he passed.
Yeah.
Was through Biden whole administration.
Right.
And it ended 2025. So when people hear that, my taxes went up. Well, your taxes went up because of something that Trump enacted when he was president.
Yeah.
The Jobs and something act. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Your taxes actually went up under Trump administration. Biden couldn't change it. I don't know if he could change it or not, but he didn't change it. And it stayed in effect until Trump got reelected the second time. Farrell, your thoughts on what Matt Professor was talking about?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you can give them facts. You can give everybody facts on what's going on, but they will believe a felon over the facts that are given. It's just that simple, because they support the person and not the program. So with that being said, what you're talking about with the taxes, there was a woman that was interviewed saying that she wouldn't vote for the Democrats, tax reform or whatever. But when it was proven that it was actually Trump's tax reform, that it had to run its course because that's when the deadline was. So then when it expired this year, she still, after getting that information, said, I still wouldn't vote for Democrats, even though Trump was the one that gave her the taxes that were bad. And she knew her taxes were bad. So that just goes to show you that it's not about their personal interests. It's about them listening to Trump because they don't want people here. They think they deserve to be here, and they're the ones that only should be here. They forget that people were here before their ancestors even came over here, and they think they're the only Americans that's supposed to be here. So they're voting for the rhetoric that he's pushing and not the program that is all lies. And we know that.
And it's all lies. And Juan just puts a question. Do these issues affect you guys? And I'm gonna go first. Then Tim Dog, I want you to answer. Juan, I'm gonna tell you like this. We as Black Americans, we used to just shuck and jive. So there's nothing that these politicians can do that we're not used to seeing. And what happens is that a lot of people, when things like this happen, they get all irate. But we as Black Americans, we know the playbook. So we just adjust fire. And I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. If they raise the price of food or whatever, hey, we know how to go out there and plan our own food. Hey, we know how to make a dozen of eggs last for probably 3 weeks.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We know how that feels. So it may not affect
You
us.
get a key in 8 ways.
Yeah,
Oh,
but yeah, we know how to cut corners. Basically, we know how to cut corners.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know how to cut corners. So it may not affect us in the way that you may think, because in my opinion, we already see the playbook and we know how to play with that playbook to make it work in our favor. Tim Dog. To one question, to what Juan just asked.
Does it affect me? The only way it affect me if it affects my pay. I mean, other than that, you know, like the man on the street said, we used to surviving without.
Yeah.
So, I mean, growing up, I didn't know we were poor until I got in the army and I saw someone who was poorer than me. If that's you know, not saying that's, you know, anything good, but you know, we're used to surviving. We're used to, you know, having without.
Yeah,
So
I agree with you, Carl. Not to cut you off, I agree with Carl. Say that this agenda affects everyone. Shit rolls down here, but we good at making do. So, Carl, I agree with you. Go ahead, Tim Dog. I mean to cut you off.
I'm done. I mean, I'm just going to repeat what you said. I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean to cut you off though.
And the only other way it affect me is if I'm trying to get, you know, a new car, interest rates or something like that. But other than that, I'm good with what I have, and I'm not going to try to get anything more, at least not right now.
I got you. And Matt Professor, the same thing that Juan asked us. Question: does these issues affect you guys? Your thoughts?
Short answer rather, yes. Long answer, fuck yeah. Because here's the thing. A lot of what they're doing with the taxes will affect your tax bracket that you're in when you file at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year. So say, for instance, you've been getting a deduction because let's I don't know Juan's life, but Juan, let's say you have kids and you've been getting a basic $5,000 deduction. Part of the law that they're passing raises that deduction, but it lowers the threshold with which you can get it. So you can make $2 more than you need to for that deduction, and you're not going to get that deduction.
Right.
And then didn't they change the dependent in the bill or whatever from 18 to 8 or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah, they lowered it so that you can't claim you can't claim as much of your kid. Like say, like with Joy and I, we have a child who lives in who lives out of state because she's in school. You can't claim that kid as dependent once I mean, you never could technically, but some of their expenses could have been deducted from your standard deduction. You won't be able to do that anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
And as far as TRICARE goes, Juan, that's state facilitated, and Georgia is one of the states that don't want to participate in it anyway, so they're going to take that from you.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but
before you talk, Pharaoh, go ahead.
HMO. It's an HMO, so it's government funded. What that means, Juan, that no matter if you have TRICARE or not, they can still raise your deductibles. Yeah. They could also raise your copay
or remove what they cover.
Right. And then of course, instead of us, like we're living in an area that where we get TRICARE Prime, they can make it to where we do TRICARE Select, which now you're going to have to pay $300 for every kid plus yourself, and then you're going to end up like $1,200 bill at the end of every month just so you can have medical insurance. So that is a big deal, Juan. You won't be good because none of us will be good. You pay. We're in the service. 3 of us here are retired. We shouldn't have to pay any medical expenses for us and our spouse.
I don't.
But we're paying.
Yeah, but basically what it boils down to is ever since they started this Doge situation, they're trying to cut out the fat. So Juan, look at it like this. They may say TRICARE is the fat. So we're gonna cut out all of this. So what your kids could get with the glasses. Oh no, they don't need glasses. Juan could pay for that out of his pocket. So they're gonna cut that part. Juan, you still in the military. Well, shit, he could go here, but instead of sending him off post, we're gonna keep him on base. So we could cut that out. So those whatever special treatment you may need out there on the post, they could cut that out. And that's where it's going to affect you. I'm just going.
Well, we know Felon 47 don't like to tax prostitutes, so you might be on the right course there, Juan.
But I guess what I'm saying is the way that they're working it right now, they're trying to cut out a lot of things to make it seem as though that they're saving money, but it's really going to affect everybody. Yeah, even though that we're in the military or private military, it's still going to affect like the Mad Professor said. He said it perfectly. He said that it's going to affect me, and it's going to affect my family as well. And
I got one better.
Go ahead.
I got one better, Man Street.
Go ahead.
So Juan, check this out. Remember, you guys have to pay into your retirement now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Me and the Man on the Street and Tim Dog, we get our pension because we earned our 20 years. So that was part of the cut that they were doing, is so they could save money on the back end.
Yeah.
And they screwed us by taking remember that career status bonus that they were dangling in front of us at 15 years?
Yeah.
A lot of people took that one, and they would give us $30,000, but it cut 10% off at the end of our 20 years.
Yeah.
A lot of
they give us so many years back. They get back up to
it takes us to get to 62 in order for us to get that 10% back. Now, how many black folks live to 62 when you're a retiree?
Yeah.
They saving over almost $200,000 just by doing that.
Exactly. And a lot of people don't realize that, man. But like I say, with this administration, you have to look at who say that? I don't know.
You got to look at the fine print.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're dangling something over here that's real shiny, like you do with a pet. And your eyes will go here, but then the other hand, they're sneaking something else in.
That's right.
Pay attention.
They're grabbing you by the
Just
ball.
like all those people that took that pay in order to leave, they haven't gotten that money. And the thing is,
they got that money. We got
look at this part of it with the no tax on tips and overtime.
Exactly.
It's not no taxes. You're paying taxes. They're just going to give you another deduction when you file your taxes, which means the taxes you pay, you may not get all of that back.
But Professor, can I ask you this though? Don't they have to itemize though? And most people don't itemize.
You'd have to, and that's part of the deduction.
Most people don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to itemize if you're trying to get that no tips. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're absolutely right. And then what's really fucked up is they've taken away your ability to file your taxes for free on the IRS website through IRS Direct. They're making you have to pay companies like TurboTax and H&R Block to actually file your damn taxes.
Yeah.
And all of this was part of that big bill, was part of his big, beautiful bill.
Yeah. And I come to you, Tim Dog, that big, beautiful bill, even Elon Musk. Elon Musk didn't agree with that. He was like, man, you basically took what we was trying to do was cut some of the fat. You added more fat because he added more money to the deficit, Tim Dog.
Well, he added more money because he's trying to please his constituents.
Goddamn, what?
Invested into him.
What?
So
go ahead.
Elon is trying to play the long game. Because he wants to be part of everything.
He's going to be affected by
his problem is his personal wealth has been almost cut by a third since he became part of Doge.
Yes.
So he's trying to get the liberals who used to love to buy his vehicles back into the fold, because look at what's going on in Europe with him. They're going to that Chinese electric company BYD, who makes a really great vehicle. Because Tesla sales in Europe have fell cheaper as well. Tesla sales in Europe have fell by almost 70%.
That's why the president don't want those cars coming into the United States.
Yeah.
And battle over that right now.
And something else that I saw, to keep this Freestyle Friday, I saw this, man. I was like, this is like a slap in the face to a lot of young men and women that struggle in school. They always had an opportunity to go to this place to get a trade and eventually turn their life around. I'm talking about with the Job Corps. Yeah, y'all heard about that, right?
Yeah. That was one of the first things he started cutting into.
Yeah, no. As of June 30th, I think end of June, all Job Corps has to cease and desist. They're done.
Yeah, that's what I'm
There's
talking
no more
about.
Job Corps. So, Farrell, do you hear about
June 30th?
Yeah, of this year. because I saw somebody posted on Facebook, and I had to go research it. So right now they're telling all the Job Corps that everything's winding down. And I saw somebody posted. So all those young men and women that are in the Job Corps are basically going to become homeless after June the 30th because they went to some place to actually learn a trade so they could be successful in life. But now you just cut their legs out under them. Pharaoh, your thoughts on that?
This shit is horrible, man. Everybody, Job Corps is just a way for people to, get that trade or something that you couldn't afford, to pay into. Because I mean, they took the trades out of high schools. That was a way for somebody to get, opportunity to make a living. So now you just want more people. You're taking more opportunity away from folks to pay taxes, to pay into the economy, so the economy could be okay. And it's sad.
And don't forget the cuts to Head Start either.
Exactly,
man.
Exactly. But when I saw the thing, I heard about the Head Start, but I just learned about the Job Corps today, Tim Dog.
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing about it today.
I'm just learning about it right now, and I'm reading.
When you get a chance, read about it because they say it's going to eliminate, I think, like 1 point.
Formulated announced a pause in operations for all contractor-operated Job Corps centers to be completed by June 30th, 25. This decision follows an internal review of the program's outcomes and structure, and is also aligned with the president's 2026 budget proposal. They said the department cites concerns about high operating costs, low graduation rates, and a significant number of disciplinary incidents as results for the pause.
And I was talking to my partner Wiley today. He dropped me off today, and what's up, Victor? Goddamn, I'm struggling to survive. We have to pay more taxes. Basically that's what it's going to fall down to. What I saw when I was talking to Wiley, when I was saying, when I was an Army recruiter, I tried to put this young lady in the Army, and she had a GED, and at the time you had to be a high school graduate,
right?
But she went to Job Corps, and I didn't know it at the time. But then when she came back around, she said, "Yeah, I went to Job Corps as well." So come to find out, if you go to Job Corps and you graduate, you're not considered a GED, even though she had one. You don't need it. You consider a high school graduate. See what I'm saying? Yeah. If you go to Job Corps and you graduate from Job Corps, and you didn't graduate from high school, you are considered, because you got enough credits, you got a job skill. It's not a 12 something. It's called a 12 Lima. You are considered a high school graduate. So I was telling my man Wiley, I say what he just did is that he just eliminated another pool for Army recruiters or whoever recruiters to try to recruit people, because now usually GED, they wait till October when the numbers are low, anybody could get in. Right. But you got that skill that could basically help somebody, help the Army or whatever branch. You consider a high school graduate. And that's what I say. Why would you cut your legs out under you trying to save a couple of dollars you could give to these goddamn billionaires who don't need the tax cut, Mad Professor?
Well, see, that's always been my issue. And I asked a group of maggots earlier this week, for the ones who have issues with what they want to call entitlement programs, even though our taxes pay for the shit, like Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid.
Yeah, and you put into that.
Y'all have a problem with giving people who need help this, while y'all sit there and talk about how Christian you all are. And I always ask them, or at least, and I asked them this week especially, for those of you who have a problem with these entitlement programs, do you have a problem with giving a billionaire tax cut, but putting in it that to get this tax cut, you have to pay your workers and your employees a wage enough to where they won't fucking need Medicare and EBT and all of them down the fucking line? Oh, I don't care about that. Then you don't care about shit, you asshole. So I mean, they're fucking hypocrites, and they know they're hypocrites, and that's the shit that kills about it. Is at least back in the day they would hide their faces because they weren't proud of their stances. Now this dumb this felonious fuck that's in the White House rather,
he makes them proud
to be fucking stupid.
You're right, the warehouse. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
It is damn near true. He's selling everything in that bitch. So yeah, I mean, it's just the stupidest thing in the world. they sit there and wear crosses and shit and act like they're Christians, but they follow the most unchristian like person I've ever seen. I mean, hell, I know people that are atheists who follow more of the Bible and Christ-like and have a more Christ-like life than these fucking people. And they don't wear that shit on their sleeve like these assholes do to get power and to make these Christian nationalists think, hey, he actually cares. When it's clear the only thing he cares about is money. And what did we say more than a few months ago? It's not the love of money that is the root of all. I mean, it's not money that's the root of all evil. It's the love of money, which is the root of all evil, which is another one that they don't fucking follow.
Exactly.
It's so funny
what about
you say
this,
that, Professor. Go ahead.
What about this? They always talk about their forefathers, you know, that made the country. They made the Constitution so they would have separation of church and state. They didn't even believe in the Bible, but they always want to go back to religion to justify the bullshit that they're talking about.
Yeah, and that's the part I understand. It's supposed to be a separation church state. I think something that y'all say earlier, it probably was you, Matt Professor, or Tim Dog. It probably been you too, Pharaoh, and of course, Conspiracy Brothers out here tonight. But we all say that churches should pay taxes.
Yes,
churches should pay taxes.
Yes,
you know, and that's one thing. Then you have to worry about the separation of church and state. As long as they're paying taxes, I don't think that we have the issues that we basically have.
We said that because they are putting they're putting politics in within the church to talk about it. That's why they say if you want to do that, you should be paying taxes at that point.
I don't remember the name of the of this particular bill that part of the law about church and politics, but there was one, and I think Reagan tried to repeal it more than once, where if a church becomes part of a political program or part of a political party, they would lose their tax exempt status. And Reagan fought just like he fought to have the fairness doctrine killed, which is something he did. He tried to have this part of the this law killed, and I don't remember the name of it offhand, but I hear it rattle in my mouth, in my brain, but I can't bring it out for some reason. That if a church platforms itself on one political party or another, or the pastor starts spouting political shit from the pulpit, they immediately lose tax exempt status. And that idiot down there, and I think he's in North Georgia, that does church in a tent, that made sure he was having church services throughout the pandemic. He was marching up and down the stage talking about take away my tax exempt take away my tax exempt status. I don't care. If you're a Democrat, you can't be in this church.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. But
nothing happened to him.
Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, this is Freestyle Friday. Oh, it's at the end of the month. Oh, we usually have a set format, but tonight we freestyling. Tim Dog. Oh, here we go. Oh shit.
Hey, that was called the Johnson Amendment.
Oh shit. Get
there it is.
Hey,
get your button ready.
Before we get started, I just want to say something. Matt Professor has said something about the hypocrisy of them wearing crosses and then spouting, the lies of Felon 47. No one is more guilty of that than the press secretary, Carolyn Lee.
She is trash.
But she married to a billionaire, I think, or something like that, right?
But the thing is, you don't know what the hell she talking about. She'll say one thing and then say, "No, I didn't say that." No, she just got the job because she probably got.
She's the best looking at all the dumbass.
I'm gonna say this, Tim Dog, and I'm because I was about to let you freestyle, but I'm gonna take over your freestyle. It's not about her. This administration is the Hollywood of all presidency, because he hired everybody from Fox News.
Yeah,
you see who he pardoning. He pardoning all these high celebrities.
I want to talk about that one.
From all these people who are unqualified sitting up here lying. That was my point of naming her, because she don't know what the hell she's doing.
But that's what I'm
saying. Just like
though.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I'm not a scientist. Why should people? I'm not a doctor.
Right.
Why should people listen to me?
but that is the point, though. And that's the point. Before I come to Pharaoh, if you could tag along on this, you get people in there that are yes people. You don't get people in there that say, no, you can't do that. So everybody that's in his administration, they are yes people. They're not going to go against them. We see it all the time with the young lady Carolyn because she's a yes person. With Robert F. Kennedy, he just want to get his name out there. Yeah, he was a Democrat growing up, but now he even tells the truth. Hey, I'm not a scientist, so don't listen to me. That's why they had the measles outbreak in Texas. That's why you had kids dying from the measles in Texas. Then he come out and say that maybe you should take the shot.
Right.
But you don't have the governor telling or enforcing it. There is no PSA here in Texas about getting your measles shots because there's an outbreak. No.
Yeah.
But it's all about for this administration. It's all about doing what's politically expedient and what'll get them more clicks. They don't care about governance. If they care about popularity.
Yeah, and before I get you in this, Pharaoh, my thing is, you saw the pardon. You saw the pardon. The whatever the two that $36 million they took from the did he pardon somebody else? Yeah, the Chrisleys. And then somebody else that took from the parishioners. He pardoned them guys. That he pardoned my man. See, this is what I say. You got to look at what they do. Are we gonna dangle us over here? But you don't see what's going over here with my man from Chicago that they wanted to pardon.
The rapper, right?
No, not a rapper. No, you're talking about NBA Young Boy.
Yeah, Young Boy. He pardoned him too.
Yeah, they pardoned him too.
But he's talking about that dude with the weird name who took $10 million from his employees that he was supposed to be paying taxes.
No. I'm talking about the black the dude over the Gangster Disciples.
Yeah.
Larry
Hoover.
Yeah.
But no, he didn't pardon him.
No,
he commuted him.
Yeah, he commuted the federal charges.
Yeah,
but the state charges, he still got to serve 100 years.
Yeah, because he can't do nothing about it.
Commuting his sentence makes him not have to face federal sentencing, but he still is guilty by law. He didn't pardon him. When you pardon, you're no longer guilty.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. That's why I say, Pharaoh, if I come to you, see, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna pardon Larry Hoover. I'm gonna commute his federal charges.
Yeah,
but over here, he still got to serve 20 years.
No, you got it backwards. He pardoned the federal charges.
That's what I said.
You said
he didn't pardon them. He commuted.
That's what he commuted the federal charge. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what he did.
Commuting a sentence is different from pardoning.
I get it.
Means you're guilty.
Yes, I still have to pay.
I was just saying that he still got 200 state.
And that's the fucking part about these commutations that he gave. I mean, the pardons that he gave is they no longer have to pay restitution at all.
And that's what I'm saying, Pharaoh. That's what I'm saying is that I'm a dangle this in front of you because a lot of people want to hear we hear that he pardoned Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? But then on the other hand, they don't look at the part that he still got to serve 20 years in state prison.
But he's talking about they also got it where he's probably going to do some stuff with Diddy, for Sean Combs.
Yeah.
I've heard that. His thing is he said he's going to pardon anyone that he feels is being treated unfairly. That's what he said.
Yeah, but like Man on Street says, he's picking a few of us, but everybody else is getting full pardons, especially that Paul Walzak guy we was talking about with the $10 million.
Oh, you said giving them scraps.
Right. But the Paul Walzak guy, come on, $10 million you took from your nurses and stuff for your health care to go get a $2 million yacht.
Yeah.
Right. Then go buy some high-end stuff. Then pay $1 million for your mom to go talk to Trump alone before the inauguration, so you could get a pardon because you paid $1 million. So now the man is free taking his employees' money.
Yeah, and before I come to Tim, dog, I never would have thought that the presidency would be up for sale.
It is,
and it goes back to something because I talk shit about Snoop Dogg. I did a video about him. He talked about which one of you Sambos, but who did Trump pardon that was a friend of Snoop Dogg? Larry O, I think his name is Larry O or something like that. Harry O, which is one of the first founders of Death Row. Yeah. So he did something for Snoop Dogg, and he turned around and did what he did, which I lost a lot.
Now it's Nelly's turn.
But I guess what I'm saying is that if you have the money or you have the means, and your family members in a situation, all you have to do is play to his ego, play to his ego, and give money to him or his family or to his campaign, and you get the get out of jail free card, $10.
What about Nelly? What did Nelly get out of? Because he was there too.
No, but I'm just talking about in general. I'm just talking about it. No, what I'm talking about in general is that when we see these pardons, because the Chrisleys, I think their daughter spoke at the convention, spoke at the convention, and I think she gave $1 million.
But check it out,
you
though.
see what I'm saying? Yeah, as long as you give money to me, you in my favor. As long as you talk good about me, you in my favors, and I would do what I need to do as the president to make sure that your family's taken care of. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, it just like back in the day with the slaves, master get the good part of the pig, and every now and then we get the scraps. So he can't say, well, I didn't just pardon all white people. We are the intestines. Give them some of that, so that people won't say that I'm being racist or anything like that.
Yeah. Here's the thing about that. It's like when he was president in his first term. At the end of the term, when it was quite clear he wasn't going to get the black vote, he came out with this stupid ass platinum plan bullshit that meant absolutely nothing. And you had these niggas like Ice Cube sitting up there pounding their chest about it, where if you read into it, it didn't give you a goddamn thing.
That's right.
Anything extra, rather. It was just doing what was already there. He was just trying to claim credit for it. And then you have these same niggas talking about Kamala Harris didn't have a plan when she had a clear plan to help black business owners. She had a clear plan to help veterans, because that's something else the Felon 47 cut when he first got in. He cut the loans for veterans, military veterans, to start small businesses.
That's right.
And that's something else not many people talk about. It didn't matter. $50,000 go a long way towards starting a business.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's just an initiative.
And that's what I'm saying.
He didn't have anything. What's your plan? Well, I'll discuss it later. That was his answer to everything. What's your plan about anything? He never had one. She explained it, and like Matt Professor said, people, that she don't have no plan. She has no idea. Now what are you saying? Damn, I wish I would have listened.
Tim Dawg, you said it. She said that she was going to go after the company.
Yeah,
she said that.
Yeah.
Hey, what about this man on the street? So now we don't have to do the 5 bullets, right?
No.
But what are they doing now? They want once a week for you to sit there and say, what is Trump doing right for the country?
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. That's going to be the next thing coming in.
Oh,
so they're going to want us possibly once a week to ask is the presidency, whatever.
That's illegal. You can't.
I'm not saying it's legal or not, but this is what I'm telling you, that what all the stuff that is being played out is now, if you answer, which I'm not going to, are they going to weed you out because you don't think the president is doing good? Are they going to find ways to release people? I mean, I'm down here at the very bottom.
Man, shit. Look at all look at the parallels between everything this felon is doing and what Hitler did. And I know people don't want to hear Hitler.
No, it's the same thing.
It's all the same thing. All the same goddamn thing. Hitler tried a coup when he lost power the first time before after World War I, and they jailed him. And he came back and started getting rid of anybody that would criticize him.
He started greasing palms of
people and trying to get people and killing people that he didn't agree with. He started paying off people. He only listened to people that would tell him how great his dumbass is with that stupid looking fucking mustache that he had. I mean, all the fucking parallels are there, and you can't convince these fucking idiots that it's there because they want it. And that's the shit about this, is they always want to sit up there and talk about, oh, America was not racist. Yes, America was born out of racism. I don't want to hear your bullshit.
And not only that, but he was crazy. Hitler was crazy. He believed in the occult, supernatural, and all that. But his idea was that the Germans were the master race, and everyone else.
Well, that's what Trump is doing, saying that white people are the only ones that deserve to get anything.
Well, look, Trevor Noah said what you said, Matt Professor. During in South Africa, they went to America so they can hone their racism skills.
Right.
So they paid people to go over here and study the United States racism to go back to South Africa to instill it.
Yeah, but like I say though, man, this is the time when I heard this, man. I didn't know that it exists. This shit about black fatigue. You know, now you got these Sambos talk about white people are tired of hearing about black fatigue. It's not. It's not black fatigue because, like I said earlier, we used to this type of nonsense. There's nothing that they can do to the average black man or black woman or people of color that they haven't seen before.
And not only that, they have to be careful which neighborhood they go to because they might get more than they bargained for.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, but what he's doing is what he's actually doing is affecting them. Yeah, they thought that, oh, he's going to do this, and this. Oh, he's going to cut EBT or whatever. But if you look at the stats, the majority of people that's on EBT are not people of color. I hate to tell y'all that.
Kentucky.
That's why I always laugh. Like Conspiracy Brother said a while ago that they started EBT to break up the black family. We couldn't get it. So what are you talking about?
Yeah. And before Matt,
don't get mad, Matt President. Don't get angry.
I know you want to. I'm gonna give you a chance to talk what you want to talk about. But what was odd to me was, remember when Hurricane Helene came through? It came through North Carolina, and everybody was talking about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They're not doing enough. Oh man, they didn't do enough for the people. But then Trump get in the office. The governor, I think, hey, we need help, and Trump said no.
He took FEMA away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, they was begging him a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, hey, we need help here. And Trump said no. Same thing down in Arkansas. What's old girl named? Oh goodness.
Oh shit.
The big bitch. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Mike Huckabee's daughter, Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Yeah, he told her the same thing. The same state, Oklahoma is feeling the damn pain now because of the people that are usually work their fields. They don't have the people because of ICE. So you voted for this guy, and you thought that he was going to just affect people of color, but come to find out, motherfucker, he's affected people that look just like him with your dumb ass.
So you guys saw where I put that thing up about World War II, the Great Depression, where they 7 million Mexicans they got out of America, right?
Yeah.
And then the last 3 years, because of labor was down, and just before they was building up for World War II, they allowed those people that they kicked out to come back. Right. So the Immigration Act of 1954, something like that, or 44. Anyway, I don't understand why people don't understand that this is the same thing 100 years later that they're doing.
Well,
it's the same
thing. It's shorter than 100 years later. Reagan did this shit in the 80s. Yeah. That's how he got elected. That's why he went to Mississippi with his campaign speech about the welfare queen. He wanted people to think black. So, and not realizing that these poor white people were the ones who was getting, even if you qualified for population, they're getting more welfare more welfare money than black people or brown people or yellow people or whatever color people you want other than white. They were getting more of it even when you adjust for population. So all of these idiots that voted for him thinking he gonna make us all rich, where your money at? Where your $5,000 Doge money at? I mean,
I'm glad you say that. Where's my $5,000?
Hey, that's exactly what that's what you're saying is exactly what Dave Chappelle said in Ohio. He said, "What are you voting for? I'm the one that's rich." Like,
right?
What are you doing?
Yeah,
you know? And Brett Favre still ain't paid that money back in Mississippi. We talk about
he's not gonna have to.
Yeah. But I know I could probably cut your segment off, Tim Dog. Freestyle Friday, what you got for us? Please don't talk about no goddamn duck or the damn deer shit.
Well, no. I'm just asking. I'm not trying to get religious or tell someone what to believe in, but does anyone believe in UFOs or extraterrestrials or that we're not alone?
Hell yeah.
I'll be the first one to tell you, man. You can't tell me that we are the only planet on. If you're a religious person, they even say in the Bible, they say that God is the master of all the worlds. It just say Earth.
Well, I mean, you're
probably the most religious one on here, but
but even in the Bible, there's evidence of extraterrestrial things happening.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Bad Professor, if I'm right, he said he's the master of all the worlds, right?
Well, yeah. I've
Okay.
always believed in alien life and everything else. I just don't think they've come here because why would they want to?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a social experiment. That's why.
Other than the
I-
tree,
They out
that's
there
like a
looking at
zoo.
us.
Well, the thing is, who
can
were
I
the
say this?
earliest people?
No,
Anyone
can I say this though? You know, y'all might say I sound crazy though. I do believe in like deja vu, because sometimes when I do something, I say to myself, man, I done did this before. Or I see the outcome before it actually happened. And for me, I'm like, damn, I done did this before.
No
That-
shit
that-
like that. I
that's-
believe.
That's come from that
Huh?
South Carolina slowness where your brain
Okay,
didn't catch up
it could
to
be,
you.
but I'm just
Oh,
saying,
God.
I'm not the only
At
one on
least
here
I was
that
gonna say the Matrix, Negro. Damn.
but that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying though.
I
That's what I'm saying.
feel it.
But what they say, what from what
the deja vu
conspiracy
is when the
theorists
system
say-
resets.
yeah, when the conspiracy theorists actually says that we all in the matrix and certain things that happened before, and the matrix has to reset to a certain point.
So basically, it's a glitch.
It's a glitch,
Yeah.
in the matrix. Yeah. But
Speaking of
to answer your
glitches-
question, Tim Dog, I think there's more life than just than us just on this earth.
Yeah, speaking of
So,
glitches,
have you
did
guys
you know
heard of
that there's a
Silver Mountain?
glitch in our DNA strand that
Huh?
science cannot explain? There is a glitch in
All
our
right,
DNA
Jurassic
strand
Park.
that
This motherfucker look aggressive.
They didn't put no frog DNA in my shit, man.
man.
That's
But what I'm
funny.
saying is, even back before Mesopotamia, which is considered the first civilizations, there have been cave markings, drawings of things of animals and figures that they considered to be something out of the norm. The
I just told
Egyptians.
you.
Hold
I
on.
Hold on,
Egyptians-
Tim Dog. I just told you we in the matrix. So all the shit that they talking about, yeah, we already did that shit. They reset the matrix. So now all you see is the old shit that we already drawn, and now you see it again. You think, oh, they did 1,000
How
years
about a
ago. No, we just
rewind?
did that shit. Yeah.
What the hell am I a
told
part
you
of now?
Hey,
Wow.
man, you know they got
I don't know
they
why
got a
they
picture.
all go after you, man.
They
God.
got a picture in 1935 of a dude with a cell phone.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
No, see, no.
You didn't see that picture? You can look it up on
Oh.
YouTube and shit. This dude walking down the street with a damn cell
Okay.
phone in 1935. Come on, man.
No. All right, let me ask y'all this. Any of y'all know about Skywalker Ranch?
I know
Yeah.
about Luke
Yes.
Skywalker.
Yeah, I watch it on Discovery Channel all the time.
Okay, that is the most paranormal most active paranormal place on the planet.
I'm gonna push back on that. Go ahead.
Most paranormal because they've done scientific experiments and everything around it that
Man, them
they really
motherfuckers
can't
high.
explain. And if
Motherfucker
you
eating
watch the
damn
show,
mushrooms.
Mm.
I'm
But-
with Juan on this one. Let's talk about AI.
Yeah.
no, but I'm being
Go ahead,
serious.
my brother. I'm being
And
serious. Go ahead,
even
man.
in Egypt, King Tut's staff, not staff, but dagger that was found with him in the body. There was a cricket, a beetle, and the beetles symbolized life or some shit like that back in Egypt.
You talking about
But the
Scarab?
Scared, yeah.
Thank you. And it had a particular glass that only comes from when a comet hits the earth and heats it up. Then he has a dagger that was forged with metals that no other civilization afterwards have done until the Bronze Age. So they're wondering, how did they learn how to smolder these different metals
Smolt.
to get this metal. Thank you. To get
Can I say
these
this?
metals to be the way they are and
I-
still
I'ma tell you-
survive all these years.
I'm gonna tell you this, Tim Dog, man, because you can have the same idea even though y'all never met one another. I hate to say that.
What the hell does that mean?
No. I'm being honest with you. Because I was watching something the other damn day, and I'm glad you brought this up. Because let's just say, because one damn day, man, I woke up one morning. I say, man, I have the greatest idea, right? I was like, man, this is just me, and I never seen it. I said, I got the greatest idea. I said, what if I could get a hand drill, and I could put attachments on it, and I could clean rims with it. So you have the shit to polish out the rims and shit like that. Then I said, man, that's a good idea. And I started writing my shit down. Then I fucked around and went to Walmart and I saw the shit right there on the damn shelf. I said, ain't this a bit? Somebody that stole my idea. But that's what I'm saying. Even though we are continents apart back then, somebody on that continent is thinking the same shit that somebody else has. You don't have to be an alien, but somebody else is thinking that, just like with the radio, television, somebody else thought about that on the other side of the world.
40 million years ago, you trying to tell me that masonry was common?
What I'm saying,
humans haven't been around 40 million years.
But what I'm saying, what I'm saying is,
the closest civilization to have that was we talking like what, 40,000 BC? Now the closest civilization to make that is like 1,000 BC.
Before you say this, mad professor, can I say this, mad professor? And I'm gonna break it down to religion. And Matt Professor, you, like I said, you're probably the most religious person on this panel right now. When people think of a high, you could be too, Tim Dog. I'm just don't cry. What I'm saying is, when you think about religion, because I say that I go outside, I believe in that tree. That means I'm thinking of a higher power. I know there's somebody other than me. So the tree is my higher power. Just because you think of Jesus Christ as the person that you believe in, that's the higher power, who's to say that I'm wrong and you're right? We both believe in a higher power.
I'm glad.
And that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying is that other people that never met one another can believe in the same thing. Just because you call it one thing and I call it something totally different. If you break it down to the very last compound, like KRS-One said, it's basically the same thing. Matter of fact, I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're right. And as a matter of fact, that was the expansion of my story, whereas in every country, every civilization around the world, they were doing the same thing. But the question is, how is it that people who've never met, don't know of each other,
because
are doing the exact same thing, just like
did most civilization not start in Africa? Which means once that civilization started branching out, they kept the same ideas. Wherever they went.
Okay.
So
now, when are they saying this civilization started? And what was
it doesn't matter.
It does matter because you know there was one time one great big planet, like you said, starting Mesopotamia. So they say everyone spreads out, the continents break up, but the continents broke up long before when civilization first started, they knew nothing of smelting metals, precious metals, and what to do with it. Someone had to show them. Trial and error. Because the first evidence of any type of metal being smelted was what 900 BC during the Bronze Age.
But what I'm trying to say,
before that, there was nothing else other than King Tut's dagger. That's it.
But Tim, I'm gonna let you go, Pharaoh. Tim, that's just like saying that, that's just like saying that, hey man, all the food I used to eat was raw. Then lightning struck something fall into the fire, and I took a my shit cooked now. Oh man, damn. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that is exactly everybody eat that food raw until lightning struck, the fire started, and then a piece of chicken for us black folk fall into that bitch and be like, God damn, man, this damn chicken's good as a motherfucker. I don't want my shit raw no goddamn more. I don't want my shit raw no more. My shit fried. But go ahead, Pharaoh, man.
I'm talking science.
I want you guys to look at Tim Dog, especially you. I want you guys to go look at Temple Mount in Jerusalem. It's supposed to have been a pathway between worlds. And that's the reason why Christianity, Islam, and Judaism fight over this one piece of land.
Yeah.
So the stuff you're talking about, Tim Dog, is supposed to originate from this area. If you look at all the pyramids, they're in alignment around the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all on the same.
I'm talking about before the pyramids. Like I asked y'all, do y'all know who are the first civilization? The first civilization.
I just said that's what the civilization comes
Mesopotamia.
Can I say that?
No. Tim Dog, listen. I'm saying that
without Mesopotamia, there is no Egypt.
No,
we're not talking about Mesopotamia. We're not talking about that.
Yeah,
but that's the first civilization.
That's
what I'm talking about.
I know, but man, Professor said it first. The continent had already split up before those civilizations came about.
What was the name of the continent? The one
Pangea.
big land.
Can I say this? Can I say this?
Pangea broke up almost. The Earth is almost 10 billion years old. Pangea broke up more than 10 million years ago before the first mammals walked this planet.
Thank you.
Can I say this? Can I say this?
But the point is, Tim,
if it broke
civilization
up
split up.
How did that information get across?
Civilization was in one quarantine area, and then everybody split up. Tim.
That's right.
But they kept their ideals together. Tim.
Tim Dog, I'm gonna tell you like this, Tim Dog. I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna break it down so even Tim Dog can understand.
I'm asking Matt.
No. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna break this down so even Tim Dog can understand this. I'm gonna break this down.
After Pangea, so how did all that same stuff get?
I got you, Tim Dog. I got
Tim
you.
Dog, that stuff is written by man. They could give you any time.
Nope. There was no written
language
at all. None.
What written language was the goddamn characters that they put in the
all
cakes.
you had was pictures and hieroglyphics.
That's the written language, motherfucker.
No, that's not a written language.
No, that's not a language. It's not a language.
Okay.
Hieroglyphics
So what you telling me is y'all say that's not a language. So if me and my people draw a stop sign and you don't even know what it means, but you see a damn stop sign, you can't read the word stop, but you know the color red, and you see that octangle, you try to tell me you don't know that's a stop sign? That's a written language.
That's not what we're saying. That's not a language. Language is something that has words that people communicate with. That's just a sign that says that's what that is. That's just a sign.
Yeah.
That's just a picture
of a sign.
The picture has words if you think about it, yes. But it's not words communicating with you.
That's that South Carolina
language.
Yeah, y'all lost me on that one because
no.
But Tim Dog, I'm gonna say this, Tim Dog. I hope I can break it down to you to when you talk about what civilization that you're talking about. Matt Professor, I don't know if you're gonna co-sign me on this or not, but if I'm thinking that I'm the only people on this planet, everything else is not civilized to me.
Correct.
Because it's only me. Then I meet somebody else. Oh, there's somebody else, right? So now I have to learn, or better yet, we have to learn to understand one another. Now it's two civilizations now, right? So what you're saying is from what understand what you're saying, Matt Professor, everything comes out of Africa, and once the continent starts to break up, you still have that base knowledge of where you came from. You took it to some place else. Now all you do is you expound on what you know, but then you take that knowledge, put upon what you know, and you grow your knowledge to something different.
That's called evolution, man.
Exactly. But that's what I'm trying to say to Tim Dog. What you're saying doesn't make sense. Matt, let me get Matt Professor back in there. Let me get Matt Professor back in there. Matt Professor, I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, man.
How can you move if the planet's already separate? I mean, the continent's already separated.
Well, Tim,
Easy.
technically, you're
Now,
the one
you
who
would
said
have to
humans
move
was there,
before-
and then
you would have to move
continent
before the planet
separated.
separate.
Man,
the
why
continent
we let Tim Dog go, man? Why we gonna let Tim Dog? Y'all should have let me know, man.
I told you before about letting this Negro do shit. I warned you a month ago.
Conversation every goddamn time.
Okay, how did the Native Americans get to America? They
Tim
Asia.
Dog.
What did
Tim
they do?
Dog, I got you.
They crossed the ice sheet that was up in Alaska through Canada and came down. Now, if the people in Pangea, if there was a civilization,
there were no people in Pangea.
Thank you. So when it separated and the continents went their way, and the people started in Mesopotamia, how did they get to other countries?
They walked.
They got in their Cadillac. They got in their Cadillac, went to the gas station, got some petrol, and put in their Cadillac, and they drove across the goddamn ice.
No. But see, your perception of early man is primitive, not knowing what to do.
Tim.
No, that's Neanderthal. That has nothing to do with us.
That wasn't them though. And see, that's the perception that people have.
You're not gonna talk, man. Person, you're not gonna be able to get it right.
They were educated.
Let Tim Dog be right, man, because
no, we're not having our own fucking Felon 47. No, Tim. See, that's the problem. You're not grasping, Tim. Is once the core group of humans separated,
once Pangea separated,
Pangea was no more, Tim. Pangea was gone by millions of years by this time, Tim.
All right, so
by the time human civilization was started,
we separated.
By the time human civilization started, Pangea had separated by a billion years or more.
Thank you.
So, but there were no humans on Pangea. There was barely anything. But you keep saying like humans was there and then on Pangea and then it all separated.
What I'm trying to say is, if there were no humans on Pangea when it separated, how can they spread out?
That's early man moved.
If there was no man
Tim Dog, because he giving me a fucking headache.
They spread out.
Getting off on Tim Dog, man. Tim Dog from now on. Tim Dog from now on. Tim Dog from now on. You don't ask shit. We gonna tell you what the fuck you say. From now on, Tim Dog, we're gonna tell you what the fuck you say because you be fucking up the whole goddamn program. You got us in some shit that we can't even get out of because you don't want to listen to our answer. You want to be right. So Tim Dog, you're right. You're right, Tim Dog.
My wife told me not to do this because I might get beat up, but
you don't get beat up. But I got them from now on, Tim Dog. You don't answer shit. You don't ask a damn question. Before you ask us a damn question, you send it to us. We take a vote on this bitch like we even got damn.
No, but you make it easy because you've been drinking.
No, hell no.
My vote.
I'm sober now because of your ass.
I might have been drinking, Tim Dog, but you made my black ass sober.
I'm fuck up my whole goddamn high. Now I gotta take a shot.
Yeah. God damn it.
I'm sorry. I just want to know if y'all believe in UFOs. That's all. And y'all say,
that's what I'm about to say. We done went from fucking UFOs to
the whole goddamn fucking show.
You know what pissing me off? And I was gonna say this when he started this bullshit. Why is he falling into this? Oh, dark-skinned people didn't know shit, so aliens had to teach us all something. Yeah, you was about to fall into this shit, and I was gonna stop it. I was gonna stop this shit about 20 minutes ago, but y'all kept letting him talk
because he y'all never let me talk. Why you didn't ask me a question?
I never said that.
You didn't ask me. Yeah, you cry, baby, man. Fuck you, Tim Dog. From now on, you said us your goddamn question in advance, and we say
y'all should have listened to Mad Professor because he was right.
God damn it, boy, fuck up the whole goddamn shit. Pharaoh, man, what you got, man? God damn it.
I ain't got shit, man.
He done fuck up the whole goddamn show. God damn it, Tim Dog.
You got some videos? Play some videos, man.
No, man, because we going straight in the ass out.
Oh shit.
Hey, we already out of hour.
You got a teaser.
Okay, well, no, I got something. We're gonna test y'all black knowledge. Oh my goodness, we're gonna test your black knowledge. And this is not to be racial.
Pangea. Oh, sorry.
I saw this, man. So, fellas,
Sumerians.
Before I even show it, who want to go first? Who want to go first?
What are you talking about? Who want to go first?
It's the same. It's the same. So I want to know who want to go first, second, or third. So
I'll go
Pharaoh,
first.
I don't know. Third base.
Pharaoh, you first. Tim Dog, you second. Matt Professor, you probably get it from the get go. So you could actually.
Oh, you calling me stupid?
No.
All right.
Hey,
no, I ain't calling you stupid, but here it is right here. I'm gonna take the ticker off so you can see it. I'm gonna take the ticker off. Then I don't want to scroll. Okay. Save. Here we go, right here. White people say it's really crowded in here. Black people say EATMITB. Pharaoh King.
No, I don't know.
Okay, then. One strike against a black brother. Tim Dog.
What do I say?
No, what did it say? White people say it's really crowded in here.
Take my clothes off.
Black people say EATMITB.
It ain't hot in here. It's
no, that's not you. Pass you. Here you go, Mad Professor. Bring it on home.
I don't know black culture.
It ain't the money. It's
the only thing I know. Only thing I know is in this bitch.
No, it ain't the money.
Okay, you close. All right, Pharaoh, bring it on home, Blair. Bring it on home. In this bitch is the last three letters. The first two, you just got to get the first four.
Motherfuckers in this bitch?
No.
You close.
Yeah, that's the last four.
Tim Dog. One more time, then I'll give you the answer.
All right. It
Then
ain't
when I
the
say
money,
y'all be
it's
like,
the bitches.
y'all be like, yeah, that's what we say. Right? Y'all ready for it?
Yeah.
White people say it's really crowded in here. Black
Yeah.
people say everybody in there, mama eating this bitch.
Oh.
Sure do. That's black people. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's black people.
Joe got it. Joe got it. Everybody in mama eating this bitch.
Oh man, that was a good one. Oh no. Hey, that's spot on.
Yeah, that's black people.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right, here we go. I got another one. I got another one though. Hold on now. What did it say?
Man,
All
Tim done left us with the fat bitch.
I got you. White people. Well, that's the same one. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. The same one. Hold on. I got to tick off. I want y'all to make sure y'all can read it. God damn. I kind of take right here. What did it say?
Damn, where Tim went?
Oh no, that motherfucker. That's
He
the
must
fat
have
bitch,
pissed.
y'all.
He must have pissed on himself laughing so hard.
Okay. Here we go. Matt, because I'm gonna give you the first shot at it. Black people say, "Come here, let me holler at you." White people say, I forgot what to say myself. I don't forgot
That's I'm
myself.
about to say, what the hell?
White people say,
I'm here, let me
I don't know
holler.
what
at
white
you.
people say.
I've
I got
a bone to pick with you.
Go ahead, you got your white car show, boy. God damn it, boy. Go ahead.
well, he didn't get the black one right, but he sure did get the white one.
I told y'all, y'all
Look at
just
Joe
got
got
that
it too,
card a
though.
long time ago.
Joe got it too.
Y'all are stupid, boy.
Come on.
I got
For
one
real,
more.
though?
I got one more. And Pharaoh, I'm gonna let you get the first shot at it. Here we go. Hold on.
God damn.
Oh shit. Make sure I hit the right button.
And the fact that
That
Joe
was
got this
easy.
shit too got me worried.
Right
He
here.
got both of them.
Here you go, Pharaoh. Black people, before we start gossiping, what do we say?
Y'all ain't half for me. God damn it. Hold on.
I know you already know what it says. Tim don't know.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Tim.
What is Tim though?
Y'all ain't hear from me, but
You get it from
you ain't hear from me, but
you ain't hear
man on the street jump.
My thing is, I'm worried about Pharaoh. He ain't get shit.
You know what? Because I talk so much shit, I forget damn the like I gotta put it together. I'll say it, but I gotta
what
put
you
it together.
sipping on? What you sipping on? That's what it is.
Oh man, but I saw that shit, man. That shit be crying though, man. I'm gonna bring that into our section before we start. Yeah, the black
I gotta tighten up.
Yeah, you gotta tighten your square up, man. Get on your square. You gotta get on your square. Get on your paper. Yeah. But that one I'm talking about.
I see that stuff. Shut up, Warren.
He said King of white boy.
No, King Asian, bro.
I didn't
King
get
is
the
Asian.
white one.
Trust me though.
Yeah,
We
you
all
all
say
that
that.
the white one either.
That's just like when they say like if I call you, I say, King, man, come over. I'm having a party. What's the first thing you gonna say, King?
Who all there?
Who all over there? No, who all over there?
Yeah, who all
Right.
over there?
I don't fuck with everybody. Who all over there?
Exactly.
And
that's what I'm saying. If you say it like that, I got it. But when you start putting just the first letter, my brain don't register like that.
That's all right, man. We know you and a man on the street. Y'all have something in common.
You don't leave me alone.
Yeah. Look, when Miss Kim sent us all the invitations to your party, the first thing I thought was, man, who all gonna be? I don't even know nobody. And I'm like, who gonna be there?
Yeah.
My first was I wish I could go.
But that one though, that first one though, we all say that though. You go to some place, man, everybody in mom in this bitch. God damn.
or you can say standing room only up in this bitch.
Yeah. But yeah, I saw that, man, made me laugh.
I always say, I hope they don't run out of my drink.
Whatever.
ladies and gentlemen, hey, we going straight into our. We going straight into our after show.
What that mean, Juan? What that mean?
What Juan? What?
Are you saying somebody light skinned, Juan? Is that what you're talking about?
Not fucking with Juan, man.
Is that what you're bringing up, Juan?
Man, Juan keep talking shit. I'm telling you, I actually looking for his ass. Look at his ass at work.
See, y'all don't understand. Juan look like a white boy. He just happened to have a Spanish last name. I mean, Spanish name.
All right.
Hey, well, I had a joke. What's the difference between a snowman and a snow woman?
One got balls and one don't.
Snowballs.
That's right. Thank you. They won't run out of Hennessy. Fuck you, Juan.
I don't drink Hennessy, Juan.
That's right. Hey, Remy Martin, Juan.
There you go.
Hey, can we have that conversation right there though?
Not just
Hennessy is the nastiest cognac out there. Is it just me?
No,
because Hennessy was one of the cheapest cognacs the brothers could afford.
Right.
God damn.
I like
I'll be perfectly honest with you. When I was a drinker, and King will tell you, I'm lying. I used to drink almost anything except Hennessy, but Remy Martin became my go-to when it came to cognac.
Smooth, though. Yeah, Remy Martin.
That's what's in here.
Honestly, one of the first cognacs I drank was Cavassier, but Cavassier is harder and harder to find.
It's harsh.
But that was it. It was not great. But when I had my first black bottle of Remy Martin, that shit woke my ass straight up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Juan. Yeah, I'm a brother. I can't stand it, man.
Yeah, I got a picture with Bruce Lee drinking Hennessy.
Yeah, but Hennessy been around. That's just like what's the tequila everybody drink right now? That shit been out for a long damn time.
Patron.
Patron. Yeah, Patron.
Patron.
Patron been out for a long damn time. It was in
you got to look at black culture. Yeah. They'll drink whatever a rapper tells them to drink. Yeah, that's why Hennessy became popular. That's why
I'm talking about Patron. Patron was in the movie with oh shit. Oh god damn it! Somebody else talk. It's come to me. I've been drinking. Oh shit.
Well, see, tequila for me is new. I only started drinking tequila maybe 10 years ago. Maybe a little less than 10 years ago. I started drinking tequila, and the first one I had was called Number One, and that shit was smooth.
What's Damon Wayans' older brother name?
Marlon.
No,
I mean Keenan.
Keenan. What's the movie that he did with Will Smith's wife?
Low Down Dirty Shame.
Low Down Dirty Shame. You look at that movie, they talk about, oh boy, they was in the club, said, give me some Patron. So Patron been around for a while. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it's old. Patron is old.
But that's what I'm saying. But going back to what Mad Professor is saying is that those brands been around for a while, but for us to start really say that, hey, this is what we drink, it had to take a black person to blow it up. Then the black culture would tag along on it and be like, yeah, this is what you need to be drinking.
Oh, Juan.
Like Hennessy.
I'm sorry. I got to stop. Juan, E&J is garbage. That shit, you just put in your gas tank, dude. You don't drink that.
Irk and Jerk, baby.
You drink that when you're young and dumb.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna let Juan go because it's E and J, not A and J.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You talking about AJ and Free right there on 106 apart. You meant to say E and J.
With that bubble. Sorry.
I drink E and J. Fuck y'all.
He did.
Irk and Jerk. I still drink it. Fuck y'all.
Nobody drink no Irk and Jerk, man.
Shit, I do.
Man, look, let me tell you.
Okay. How about Naughty Head?
Yeah, I drink Old Bumpy. I drink Bumpy.
No, sir. But you know what? I'm acting all bourgeois about the shit. Let me tell you, when I was in high school, me and my boys would get together after high school. We go down to the corner store.
No, Naughty Head.
No. Yeah, you
that's Seagram's gin.
That's what I say. Yeah, Old Bumpy. We call it Old Bumpy.
Yeah, yeah. We go to the store. We'd buy bottles of Mad Dog 2020.
Oh, they brought that back.
Yeah, they brought Mad Dog back.
Yeah.
Now we were young and we weren't supposed to be buying. This was when it was legal for a 15-year-old to buy alcohol in New Orleans. So we just go wherever we could find alcohol. We get us something cheap to drink because we all just had our allowance money, and we'd get fucked up from 6 p.m. till after midnight.
So me ask you this. Y'all still got a place, well, New Orleans, y'all still got it. But where I'm from though, we call it the red dot. And everybody sits around that red dot. The old fellas, I go home right now, I can find them fellas sitting at right in front of the red dot ain't even there no more. But them motherfuckers still gather at that same spot and they still drink and get fucked up.
I mean, what's the red dot? Is it like a red dot on the ground?
If you go to a liquor store, usually a liquor store.
Oh, the store is called the red dot.
Yeah, no. If you go to any liquor store, if you look at a liquor store, usually they got a red dot on it. We just call it the red dot.
That shit here.
I'm just telling you. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna bring some.
I ain't never seen no red
South
dot.
Carolina thing.
Oh, watch. Oh, I'm about to find a picture right now so I can put it up.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm crazy.
Embarrass yourself.
Go ahead. No, I'm not. No, because once you see, you're like, oh shit, here's a red dot on them damn liquor stores. Watch.
It's going to look like
Kansas
City
no
in
red dot.
1903.
Because that's on post, man. God damn.
Yeah,
what's up, Big Doe?
I know ABC. I know about ABC.
They got those in Philly.
Yeah, the ABC stores got the red dot on it. I'm telling y'all.
Well, yeah, we don't have those.
Philly, they just
That's why
The ABC stores called the red dot. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, that's in Carolina, man.
Yeah, that's Carolina, but that's not everywhere else. We call them liquor stores.
But any ABC store or liquor store, they got a red dot on it. Y'all
Yeah,
just
I
can't
know
call it
that.
Yeah.
I know
That's
that.
high-
But I
that's high
thought
price
you were saying that the red dot is a universal sign of a
Yeah.
Well, I say all the stores
It
are
was
ran by
University
red
of South
dots.
Carolina.
Oh god damn, Juan. We try not to be racist on here, Don. I'm sorry. Jesus.
All right, well, fellas, I saw this one.
Hey,
I
that's
saw
a
this.
true statement, though.
We going straight in the ass out, ladies and gentlemen. I saw this, man. I know the 4th of July is what, a month away.
Yeah.
Just
Be
about.
careful, man. Be careful. Y'all be careful out there, man. Don't be like these motherfuckers right here. God damn it, man. Sometimes you can't fix stupid.
You cannot stick it in the ground. It's not going to work. Who did that? You got to put it in the shoe.
How you gonna tell your insurance company that you blow your car?
I saw that shit about a month and a half ago.
So what you say?
Man.
See,
Did the car catch on fire?
Oh, only them. Only
We don't
them.
know. It's so smoky.
that
Only
is why
them. Not us.
that is why when I perform my pyrotechnic fun, all my shit is inside. I bring out one thing at a time. I don't put everything in one pile to where one spark can set everything off. Everything stays inside. I walk in and out the house all night so that I can destroy some shit.
I
Because
don't
that's
do
just the
pyrotechnics.
Oh no, I
don't
love
do
it.
it. I don't spend the money. I don't waste
I
the money.
love it.
I don't give a damn because they all sound the same.
No,
I
they
don't like to clean up. Fuck it.
Nah, that's what you let the wind and rain wash that shit away.
Yeah, I don't.
Because
No,
I'm
we
gonna
can't do
tell
that
you
in
what's
the
what's
neighborhood.
funny is a couple years I didn't do anything this coming New Year's because New Year's is the only day I do shit on. The year before last, I got a roll that had 10,000 firecrackers on it, unrolled that shit and just let it go. Yeah, that shit went off for about 5 to 10 minutes. That was a beautiful thing.
All right, hey, now this is the red dot. Y'all tell me if y'all notice on the damn store. Because as soon as I click on it, it's gonna pop up on
Oh,
the
Joe,
damn screen.
alcohol and pyrotechnics do go together.
No,
Nah,
Never
dog,
saw
I
it.
ain't never seen
Y'all
that.
never seen that?
Never saw it.
That's why I said you call it the red dot. That's what I'm saying. It's the red
Why
dot.
you ain't call them 3 red dots?
Because it's one red dot, motherfucker. You drinking, so it's the red dot.
Then I'm
motherfucker.
about to say it must just be one, and this somebody took it when they was drunk. I was just about to say that shit.
Yeah, it's the red dot. Okay, all right then. All right, motherfuckers. Go ahead, man. Yeah, the fireworks. Yeah, fireworks and pyrotechnics don't work.
Yeah, they do. They do. Like I said, you just got to be smart about it. Like me, you can't just throw everything in one pile and then light the shit on fire.
Yeah,
That's the wrong way.
Yeah,
Man, I remember one year I went to Florida on the 4th and went down to Orlando with your brother. And it was a whole bunch of people in the neighborhood. And I was the only one out there brave enough to go out and light the fireworks. It was one at a time. But everybody was, I was like, I'm scared. Run on away. Hey, but it was fun.
when I was younger though, I used to do some white boy shit. I used to put the firecrackers in my back pocket and have friends light it and the shit because I was just young and dumb.
You right about that, dumb.
Yeah, that's
well,
really
you did damage your brain. Okay, I got you.
It was in my back pocket.
Y'all used to eat dirt, right?
In your back pocket. We got you.
Everybody
They
used
used
to
to
eat
eat dirt.
I ain't gonna lie and say, you know, fuck you, Tim.
He missed. I was just about to say he missed the point.
I got it, but motherfuckers. I don't know. I don't know if we saw this one before, but I know we saw part 2 though.
Are you all right?
No, I'm good.
Oh, yo!
Ooh.
God damn.
All that space out there. All that space. You had to hit the one thing out there.
God damn.
I motherfucker broke his back.
That nigga paralyzed, man.
All right, that space. That's just like that MGM commercial with Jamie Foxx, and he's
But
sitting
you know
in
what's
front of the
funny?
guy.
Is? Why do they always ask, "Are you okay?" You know damn well they ain't all right.
They want to ask that before they start laughing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Juan. You know your people, don't you?
Oh yeah.
You know your people, Juan.
Oh shit.
Come on.
Oh shit.
Holy cow, man.
Here we go right here. Though.
That shit hurt my back.
Yeah,
yeah, man.
Hurt my back too. Tim Dog, I know you love animals. This is for you, Tim Dog. I'm giving y'all 3 for 1.
If you pour vinegar over your hands or over your arms on any kind of component of your skin, because of the smell and the vapor of the vinegar that it gives off, it is actually a deterrent to the crabs and they won't bite. Watch.
Used to be free, all tied up with efficient springs and this recycling energy that seems to occur within those things, tendons in the background.
I really couldn't went my whole life without seeing that elephant scratch his 3rd leg, but his 5th leg. Y'all could be more careful with y'all posts on mine, cause I don't think they would show it on National Geographic.
Why the last dude look like Rick James' son?
Why he sounded like he was jealous.
No shit.
But that dude with the crab though. Why the dude with the crab though? Talk about you pull.
Here's the thing. Crabs can only smell in water.
That's right.
Not in air.
That's
I
right.
mean that. Good Lord.
You want to deter crabs?
He deserved that.
Throw some hot water on it.
Mm-hmm. Boy, I said, beat your meat with your feet.
when we on wine side, shit gotta stop.
Oh shit!
Nope, fuck
Oh
that.
goodness! All right, I say the best for last. If you grew up in the hood and your mama tell you to do something, you think you would go to sleep and you're gonna get out of it. This shit like this will happen to your ass.
Trying to listen to TV.
Hey, I ask people not to come over my house and look, get out of my house. 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 Get out of my house.
Yes, we join.
Didn't I tell you about it?
That's the worst type of ass whipping to get.
That dude about 80 years old, got his ass whipped by his mama.
That's his grandmother.
Damn. It don't even matter who the hell she is.
That is the worst ass whipping ever, man. You think your ass go to sleep? She forget. and get wicked out your sleep, get your ass whipped. Look at Joe. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, that's something else.
See, nah, son. No, see. No.
My grandma, go out there and get me a switch.
Oh my God.
Joy and I just watched Ali Sadiq's last special on YouTube.
That's funny.
And he brought that up, talking about his mom told him to wash dishes, and he fell asleep and didn't. And she came home from work and beat his ass out of his sleep. Yeah, that I've never had that happen to me personally, but I do imagine that has to be the worst damn thing in the world.
The thing that gets me is, my old boy think he was gonna get away with sleeping on a bike.
I have. No, he probably gnawed up. It's probably high. You know, you high.
He got that belt put on him.
I tell you, I had that happen to me, man.
Car getting towed.
Yeah, Yvonne beat you in your sleep.
No, I saw that. No, I didn't see the slap coming. I was wide awake, but she slapped me. But that ass whipping though, I thought I did something in school,
and you still got hit. You saw it coming.
Yeah, I still got hit because I was slow reaction. I wasn't drinking at that time. I was being sober.
Okay, lead paint poison.
Yeah, but that shit happened to me, man. I thought my mom forgot about the ass whipping. I got in the damn bed, and all I heard, all I remember was that damn cover coming off. And you know, when you sleep and you're in a good sleep, that first hit, you like, man, I'm dreaming. It don't register. It don't register that you get your ass whipped.
Yeah.
By the third hit, like, this shit ain't no dream. This shit stop.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, you went from a dream to a reality.
I got real quick. Happened to me before. Yeah, that shit. Like Joe say, those bad memories right there, bro.
Bro, I'm glad I never experienced
you
that. I mean,
lied, Joe. You ain't never lied, boy.
Now, see, I had that one. I almost had that one. I almost had that one. That one was.
What said to take a bath? I'll talk to you later. Okay.
My mom got my ass one time when I was out the bathtub. As soon as I stepped out, I'm drying out. Then she walked in there and beat the living piss out of me with that, and that was not fun at all. And you know the funny thing. Funny shit is, and a lot of white people don't understand this, the worst thing you could do is what I did. I grabbed the belt.
Yeah. Oh,
I grabbed the belt. Oh,
yeah, you don't grab the belt.
Oh shit.
That added 5 more minutes.
What?
Don't grab
5 more minutes. How about it went to overdrive? She drank some Red Bull.
That was the worst.
And that's when they start timing their words with the hits.
Yeah. Didn't I tell you not?
Yeah, when they start talking with it, yeah, you're in trouble. Because you ain't gonna stop till she finished the song.
And then what happened after that? They go call and tell everybody, girl, you know he grabbed the belt.
Yeah. Hey, and then tell you to stop crying.
To grab the belt.
Yeah. What you gonna cry? Huh? You give your dumb ass something to cry about.
Oh yeah. Keep crying. You know how we go.
Warren, that's abuse. I don't know what the hell.
When Eddie Murphy say, "God, please kill
that's
her."
See, if I ain't gonna lie, if I had ever made my mom mad enough to grab the extension cord, I'd have just ran the fuck away. Ain't no staying around. Just run away.
But hey, you talk about the extension cord. I know we all old enough. I know, matter of fact, you said you probably didn't watch it, but did we felt some type of way on Good Times? One old girl, grand old girl with the iron.
Penny, Mama, I'm sorry, I won't do that no more.
That's one of the saddest scenes in television ever, man. I still can see that shit like yesterday. She said,
when
her mom told her, say, I knew you would have ran to that door. That's why I locked it. I'm like, God damn, that's extra.
You know what's funny is you're absolutely right. I didn't watch Good Times. I tried to watch it, and I'm like, these niggas ain't having no good times at all in this motherfucker. I don't need to watch this crap.
That's the point.
I don't need to watch this shit. But no, because see, here's the thing. With shows like Good Times, it brought up a thing. It brought up a part of life that I didn't live.
Yeah.
So I wasn't interested in it because my family didn't live like that at all. I'm not by the time I was born. I'll say that, not by the time I was born, because my grandmother and mom did bring up when they lived in the projects before she bought the house that I'm in now, which was right before I was born. But I didn't live like that. So honestly, as a person, I might have been 6, 7 years old when Good Times came out. I didn't care to see that shit because in fact, most of the black people I knew, every black person I knew lived around here in this area in Mid City in New Orleans, which is one of the spots that everybody want to live in. So I didn't see that. So for me, and in fact, when I went to visit my mom's grandmother, I'm sorry, not my mom, my dad's grandmother, she was in a project still. And I'm like, do we really have to come to this fucking place? Can we go to my house?
Look what's behind me.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I don't know what that life is like.
Yeah.
You know, I was reading something, we watched I watched a lot of podcasts, and they were talking about good times. And they say that Florida was the villain of the story. And I'm like, how the fuck Florida the villain of the story? Because every time they try to get out the ghetto, it seems that Florida was keeping them in the ghetto. Yeah. Isn't that weird though?
Well, for me, the villain was JJ because I hated that motherfucker. That's why I didn't watch the show.
For me, growing up, we used to watch. They used to come on Tuesday nights, and for me, it wasn't like I knew it wasn't real on TV because in Baltimore we have a lot of projects, and I've been to some. So to me, it was just entertainment, something funny. But at the same time, I could relate to some of the issues they were going through because we were going through it. So I correlated good times with the projects in Baltimore, how they live, because that's how they live. And
hold up, Tim Dog. I got some shit to say about you in Baltimore, because I heard a girl say that she's from Baltimore. She said that there's two Baltimore, right? She said there's Baltimore. Hold on, you tell me if I'm wrong. She said there's Baltimore, but she said I'm from Baltimore. Baltimore is the city. Baltimore is the county. So which one are you?
I'm from both. That's why I say Baltimore. You will never hear me say Baltimore. You hear me say B-more, but you will never hear me say Baltimore.
And that's the most country shit. You talk about where I'm from.
And you know what's so funny? People from Baltimore, they in the city, because the city isn't in any county. It's in the city by itself.
It's Baltimore.
Baltimore. And you had the counties around it, Baltimore County.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When the girl said that, when she was doing the interview, she said there's two. You either from Baltimore or you from Baltimore.
Right.
And the guy was
You're
like,
either
what's
from
the difference?
Baltimore City or Baltimore County.
Yeah, that's what she say. So no. The way you saying both with the T's. She was
that because I'm speaking correctly.
Let me finish, man, motherfucker. Shit, I'm gonna tell you what the fucking girl say. Shit,
I know what you're saying.
She say this is what she say. She say that you either from Baltimore, but no T. But she said I'm from Baltimore. She said Baltimore is the city, Baltimore is the county. And I'm saying to myself, what the fuck is the difference? It's still in the same fucking state, isn't it, Pharaoh?
Just the way you pronounce it.
Don't ask me.
Because I'm not making sure I'm not slow. Tim Dog often called me slow. That's the slowest shit.
I learned something tonight.
You're not slow at all.
Well, that's like here in New Orleans. It's New Orleans City, which encompasses Orleans Parish, the county.
Okay.
Since we call our counties parishes, it's Orleans Parish, but New Orleans City, the city of New Orleans, rather.
And it's not in any parish. It's just a city by itself.
The parish is the city.
It's the city. Yeah.
The city resides within the parish, but Orleans Parish and New Orleans are the only city parish where the entire city encompasses the entire parish. Like Jefferson Parish is Metairie, Kenner, part of Grand Isle rather here, but Orleans is the only parish where the city of New Orleans is the entire parish.
Okay, and that's almost like Baltimore, except
that's what I'm
not in any county or parish. We just a city by itself.
And talk about New Orleans before we get up here, Pharaoh. And you ain't talk about this, Matt Professor. Y'all motherfucker breaking out. Tim, they done caught what, 9 of them, 8 of them?
Yeah,
8 still on the loose.
Yeah,
you saw that shit, Pharaoh? The motherfucker break out of jail. New Orleans.
I brought that up.
It was 10 of them. It was 10 of them. It was 10 of them. Now down to 2 that's still on the loose. But that's the ghettoest shit ever. Bro.
I brought it up. The reason I brought it up to people is I was mad that the niggas broke out and they wrote Too Easy, T-O-Easy on that motherfucker. I was so mad about that. I'm like, those ghetto motherfuckers, y'all belong in fucking prison. Are you kidding? T-O-O, you dumb motherfucker. I was so mad.
Tell Pharaoh, because he know about it. Tell Pharaoh.
Pharaoh, they broke out all these parish jail. by pulling a toilet away from the wall and crawling through the wall and over the fence. But they wrote T.O. Easy on the top of where the hole that they created rather than T.O.O. Easy. I'm like, God damn, these niggas, y'all belong in prison, you dumb motherfuckers.
But they caught 8 of them. They caught 8 of them. They caught 2 of them in Texas, I believe.
Yeah, 2 in Texas, 1 in Baton Rouge. The other, they thought they saw 1 in Mississippi yesterday. They've raised the. I'm about to grab my guns and go out there looking for these Negroes. The bounty on each one of them now is $50,000.
Oh, yeah. Let me go get one.
50.
I thought it was 20.
Yeah,
it was 20 last weekend. It's 50 now.
Yeah, but then I think all of them was in there. What one? No, that's Joe.
Yeah, Covington and St. Tammany, and that's parish, not county. Yeah, we don't call them counties.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I saw that shit, man, I like, but 10 of them motherfuckers, but they caught the first 5 or 6 right there in Louisiana. Motherfuckers left the goddamn state.
No, they hadn't left the city. They caught them in New Orleans East.
I got a question.
They got full of gumbo. Got lazy.
What is a ward? Is that a district?
That's the districts within the city of New Orleans.
Okay, see.
That's a ward.
Because in Phoenix they got wards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just like Houston, 5th Ward.
Yeah, Houston has wards. Yeah.
5th Ward, 4th Ward.
He's like, what ward you from? You know, me being the ignorant dude I am. I was like, nigga, I ain't been to jail.
Yeah, you have. How long you been married?
The funny shit is here in New Orleans.
I wonder why he was looking at me funny. I was like,
especially in the 80s and 90s, it was like Houston with the north side of town hating the south side of town. Here in New Orleans, all the wards that were right next to each other, like the 17th and the 3rd, which is what I'm in, which is also how we class the police station. Your police station is classed by the ward that it's in. So 3rd Ward would be 3rd District. But the 3rd Ward and the 17th hated each other. We fought all the time at the canal because that's what separated the 2 wards.
No.
The 7th hated the 9th, even though they weren't next to each other.
Yeah.
Huh?
I was gonna say, I only heard ward in the New Orleans music.
Yeah.
So I attest that to jail. So
I'm telling you, man, it's strange. I know we're talking about things like this, but it's strange when you go to different places. Like I say, when I went to they had sent me to Los Angeles for 3 months to recruit. And then we went, me and this dude, we went down to Compton. And motherfucker, all I saw was colors, gangs and all this shit. And the dude came up to me. And he was a gangbanger too. And he said some shit to me. And I'm like, you Pharaoh, what the fuck I supposed to say?
Exactly.
The dude that I was with, he said he's from Los Angeles. He said, man, don't worry about it. They see you in uniform. They know you're not from around here. So you got to worry about that shit.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about none of that shit.
It's funny you say that because a guy asked me what set I claimed, and I'm in the Pizza Hut, what was I? I was in Pizza Hut at Van Nuys, and I was like, I'm from Florida, so I went back to the hotel, got back in my uniform, and then I went and got my pizza. Then that's when they was like, oh.
He
left me alone.
He don't know.
But,
damn, I'm glad none of that kind of dumb shit happened here.
But it's like, what's that you claim? Because there's a bunch of Mexicans. And I'm like,
I'm gonna tell you,
you don't look
in New Orleans, other than the wards not getting along, the housing projects didn't get along either. So
only I know about y'all is what the Magnolia and wherever from
Magnolia, Lafitte, Fisher, which was the horrible one across the river on the West Bank. The project
and P from the
Cali Grove.
Callio, but it's
Holly Grove is a part. It's Holly Grove is a part of the 17th ward. Is a part of the ward. The Callio is a project.
But now they done tore all that shit down. Now they houses, right?
Well, they didn't tear them all down. They just they tore them down after Katrina, but they just made them look like better projects. They look like separate houses, but they kind of like that.
Because
those shutters are new, and that grass never had that.
All the projects now in New Orleans look like townhouses.
That's what I'm saying. Look at townhouses.
We have some that look like that, and we have high rises.
Hey, you know that scar that's on my leg?
Except
that's on my knee.
I was in Baltimore last couple of years ago. It still looked like the Wire. Don't tell that damn bullshit.
No. It don't look like the Wire.
Damn.
Wait.
Don't let me post some pictures.
Hey, y'all. So I got a scar on my knee. That's where I got it from, right there. it was glass in the road. I mean,
I got you.
Damn.
We had dirt, so I had to worry about that.
Yeah,
but
that
ladies
was
and
dirt.
gentlemen, man, thank you for tuning in. We had a great conversation on this Freestyle Friday. Well, we had a whole good conversation till Tim Dawes start talking about.
You need to take your ass to a project,
UFOs and shit. The whole
I have one caveat. I'm sorry.
No. Hold on. You got your segment coming. You save it for your goddamn segment. You save it for your segment because I'm not giving you 2 bites at the goddamn apple. Fuck that. No, save it for your segment. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go, Mad Professor, tell them why you mad. Mad Professor, tell them why you mad today, my brother.
Well, here's the thing. About this big, beautiful bill that these idiots call the shit because, you know, they can't ever come up with shit on their own. Build back better, big, beautiful bill. Anyway, there's a provision in there that would make it impossible to sue the government if they do something like what Felon 47 has been doing. They're trying to make this asshole a king. They're trying to make sure that whatever he does, whatever he says goes. So they're taking away your right to, they're going to try to take away your right to vote, especially here in states like Louisiana, where they're going by the heritage, using lists given to them by the Heritage Foundation to see who they can and can't, who they can kick off the voter rolls. They're trying to make it so that the judiciary has no control over the executive, which is not the way the shit is supposed to go. So they're trying to make this asshole a king within this country when this country fought according to their lore to get away from a king. It might be time for everybody to arm up, and you can take that the way you want to, but it might be time for everybody who really believes in this country to arm themselves, and it might be time to handle business.
If you ain't now, you're late.
Yeah, it's time to handle business, but the majority of you MAGA people are stupid, just like these motherfuckers.
Una hora después.
Aquí estamos, usted te ríe. Ve el otro, desbaratado.
God damn it.
Hey, he bleeding right now.
Man, I feel that.
Oh shit.
One more time before we go to tip off.
I can't
one
breathe.
more time.
Una hora después.
Aquí estamos, usted te ríe. Ve el otro, desbaratado.
The guy riding the motorcycle got the bandage on his nose.
That dude just gave himself a vagina.
What's weird is the guy that tried to jump over to do it on the bike, did his legs bend the wrong way?
Yeah.
But the thing is, he jumped up in the air. The motorcycle driver got nuts in his mouth.
Yeah.
That's why his nose was broken.
Oh shit. But
That dude gave himself a vagina, bro. That hurts.
Oh my God, that's
I'm
just
sorry.
funny,
God
man.
damn.
Why you out there with
He got
damn house slippers on trying to?
Oh, but that's just funny, man. I saw that
He got a
last
full
one.
collar neck.
Because I'm like you, when I saw that motherfucking boy, he was like, I couldn't do that but laugh. That's still funny to me, man.
God damn. I hope he had children already, because you know he ain't having none no more. Damn. Yeah.
Hey,
that's what you call working the pole.
Shoulder, man, because
that motherfucker got hemorrhoids for days.
Fuck hemorrhoids. That motherfucker ain't got no
Wait,
ass.
what the hell? Come on, man. Come
And that's
on.
like you always say.
No, I have YouTube. I have Yahoo feed.
Race.
I have Yahoo feed just pop up on my damn screen. That actress Sydney Sweeney selling soap bars with her bathwater, made of her bathwater.
Who?
Sydney Sweeney selling soap made of her bathwater.
But I did see old girl died today.
Somebody sells some cologne of their sweat.
Yeah, the one who played Margaret O'Houlihan, Loretta Swit. Yeah, Loretta Swit.
Yeah.
And then somebody got a perfume of their pussy.
No, that's Erykah Badu.
Yeah, Erykah Badu did that.
Well, I can see in a bottle and sell it as tonic. Fuck that.
Yeah, well, and now it's time for you to say what you want to
They
say.
don't want
Now,
their hands to curl, Tim. Stop.
Yeah, do not drink. That's all it's gonna say.
Tim Dog,
Hear it
where the
on your
fuck you get that
face.
from, my brother? Dog, where you get that from, my brother?
I just want to commentate.
Oh shit.
On the projects and everything. I just want to tell a story that I have. When I used to work for a service messenger company delivering packages, letters, and important stuff from business to residents or residents to business, I was in college and I had a delivery down in Northeast DC. True story. I get
Hey man, that's what that is.
Hey, Northeast ain't no joke. Northeast and Southeast, whatever. Yeah. But anyway, I'm in Northeast. I get to this apartment building, and the next thing I hear, gunshots. Pow, 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 pow. I get back in my car, get on the radio. Hey, we need to call this person, tell them come on outside, because I am not getting out this fucking car. They out here shooting. No lie. DC back in the 80s, no joke. Yeah. And the projects now, I mean, they are safe. They turn them into townhouses, but it's still the same thing. People not working, people don't care. And until people's mentality change, the project's not gonna change. And I can understand the government in the states trying to reform Section 8 and things like that. But in order to do that, you have to connect with the people and then give them options to do something other than nothing.
Okay, got you, Tim Dog. I got you.
Hey, look, that's what that sign said right there. Northeast.
Man, Northeast is no joke.
2100.
Man, and what's that park where all the gay people hang out at? That's up in Northeast. No, that's downtown. That's downtown. I'm sorry.
I don't know about that.
I thought you said you knew about
it. Bro, we know who you are. We know who you are.
It probably won't have to do with what you say, Tim Dog, but we all know the situation about the ghettos. We all know that if you look at Ronald Reagan, they pumped drugs into the black community. Just like on The Godfathers, when they talked about the drugs, where he say, let's keep it in the black community because they're savages anyway. They'll kill each other. Because there's a systematic, if you think about it, it's a systematic to keep black people or people of color the way that they are.
Oppressed.
Oppressed because they know the people with power know that if people of color ever will come together and become one-minded, they will rule this country. But they keep us divided by pushing guns and drugs because I think it was Rick Ross, not the rapper, but the real Rick Ross. I think he said when he went to trial, he said that we don't have no planes. We don't have no planes to bring drugs into this country. We don't have no goddamn guns. We don't own no poppy fields. The shit is systematically designed to keep people of color in the situation that they are. But it takes people like us, and I'm gonna say people like us that has a mind that seen shit like that and speak on it to tell young men and women that you don't have to live that way. That there's more avenues, and the more that we say that, the more that we say things like this, people will actually see that, hey, we could get out of this poverty and to become the people that we're supposed to be, to make our ancestors proud. I could be wrong, but somebody else.
No, Lawrence Fishburne said
you're right. It goes back to slavery where they try to break your spirit, try to break you from gathering, so that because they already know if we bound together, we can defeat them because we were more than them. So what they did was systematically and repeatedly beat us down and tell us we can't trust anyone. We can't trust it. And it has spies out there. So naturally, we're going to be apprehensive against each other.
And that's why I hate motherfuckers like Tim Scott.
Yeah.
What's the other dude? Byron Donald. It's a couple of more. The motherfuckers that buck dance for these motherfuckers. RG3. These motherfuckers like that, they buck dance for these motherfuckers to tell you, hey, don't worry about it. Acho, who the fuck his name is?
Emmanuel Acho.
Yeah. I hate people, but Stephen A. Smith, Marcellus Wiley, because they do. Yeah.
Jason Shitlock. Yeah.
Because that's what they do. They make it seem as though that it's always the black person's fault. It's never the other side's fault. When they know that they are the mouthpiece, and they're the mouthpiece for these people.
You know who the worst is?
Who?
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson. Yeah.
Clarence Thomas.
No. I was gonna say that sociologist whose name is now escaping me for some reason.
You can't be bigger than Clarence Thomas.
Before we go to you, Pharaoh, man, I watched something the other night, and I'm gonna get away from calling motherfucker Uncle Tom, because if you know the motherfucker history of Uncle Tom wasn't like that.
Yeah, he freed slaves.
Yeah, he freed slaves, but there's one segment though I did call him Uncle Tom. I was watching it because what happened was his owner wanted him to was going through some financial troubles, and he wanted him to take his slaves to Kentucky. So when he took the slaves, because he was a man of his word, he took the slaves, he got to Cincinnati. When he got to Cincinnati, on that side of the river, everybody was free.
Yeah.
So he could have freed everybody, but since he was a man of his word, he took them from freedom all the way down to Kentucky. And then what happened was when he got Kentucky to his brother, he took the slaves and he shipped them out, and they sent them to like Louisiana was one of them, and Mississippi. And then when Uncle Tom, well, the guy's name was, I forgot his name, but when they called him Uncle Tom, but when he went down to Louisiana and he saw that he put his people in worse misery, because that was the deep South, he's like, man, I should have freed them. He said until the day he died, he said that was the biggest mistake of his life. But the story of Uncle Tom is that he did go back and he freed a lot of people.
Yeah,
he freed a lot of people. So when we call somebody Uncle Tom, we actually building them up. But these motherfuckers that we talk about, they're not Uncle Tom. These motherfuckers are sellouts.
Benedict Arnold.
Well, the thing is, man,
Tim Scott.
It's the first part of the story that people know about.
That's what I'm about to say. They treat me for the first part.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank y'all for educating me. Thank you. And that's what I was saying, man. So I'm not calling these motherfuckers Uncle Tom no more. These motherfuckers are traitor to their own goddamn race.
Oh, Sambo.
Well, yeah, but see, Joe brings up something. Projects were actually built for white workers.
That's right.
Who worked at the factories.
And they didn't like them. So
when the federal government made them allow black people in, when white people started moving to the suburbs.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, because they had to pay for those houses for people to live in, so that's when they made them subsidized.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Pharaoh King, what you got for the people who go, my brother?
Man, I ain't got nothing serious like what you guys talk about. I was going to talk about a little something that my wife, had a problem with the other day. So, at the end of the day, don't do this, okay? Let me get back to it. So, she asked me to go get one of those indie drinks that had a name on it. So, you know me, I went and bought one. I bought her a can and a can of Monster. And then, of course, we got in a fight after that. So,
what the fuck? Pharaoh, I'm lost. Oh, you call her a monster? Okay, I get it now.
No, he got the monster drink. He went Hulk. You don't like me when I'm angry.
Let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, tonight there's no after show because we combine both of them on this Freestyle Friday. So whenever we do Freestyle Fridays, we're going to combine our 2 cigars in a blunt and our after show all into one. But as you can see, though, our whole conversation, we had some serious conversation, then we had some laughter in there as well. We are a podcast that does both. We try to educate, and we also try to bring you a little bit of joy in our commentary. We're not trying to be like other podcasts out there. We're trying to be a little different. And like I said, we could be silly. We could be silly with anything. We could be one of these podcasts that I hate to say it, that make us look like buffooneries.
Nah.
But that's not what we do. And Matt Professor won't let us do that anyway. Tim Dawg won't let us. Pharaoh won't let us do that.
We won't let ourselves do that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
you forget that.
Yeah,
hey, there's no Joe Rogan here. I promise.
Right. So what we say, you may not agree with, but these are our opinions. And that's what we're here for. We're here to disagree with what you're saying, but at least we had the conversation, and that's where it all starts at. You got to have a conversation.
It was good tonight.
If you're trying to move something forward, that's why if you come with a disagreement with what we say, come with facts. Come with facts, and we come with our facts, and it's always we could agree to what disagree. But before we go, Mad Professor, shout out to social, my brother.
Find me at the Mad Professor .1, the way you see it on the screen. I'm gonna go ahead and call it out today.
Make it till you make it.
Well, no, because on where I'm seeing it's right here.
No,
I'm not watching the live feed anyway.
That's right.
Why? I haven't put anything out in more than a week. I'm getting back on it. I am. Because what's funny is I've been too mad to do shit lately.
Hey, I'm telling you, Mad Professor, that's the best time to do it though, when you're mad.
Well, no, see, I can't keep up. Because and I want to tell everybody, stop treating Felon 47 and this administration like a group of magicians. Stop being distracted by the flashy shit they're showing you, and look what they're doing in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
Because these people are fucking crooked, and nobody seems to give a damn.
Yeah, exactly. Tim Dawes, shout out your social, man. Before we go, my brother.
Find me on Instagram, Father's Love 99. What do you call bees that produce milk? Boobies.
Don't laugh at that shit, Pharaoh.
Pharaoh, that shit is funny.
I look at the Mad Professor. His face went to 3 different emotions. I swear to God, it did.
I got you. Pharaoh King, shout out to social people following my brother.
Hey, man, fuck that, man. I got something better than that. Being a celibate is a red flag, because how much fucking was you doing before you needed a break?
Y'all like that one? Yeah. I never thought about it that way.
Bow down.
Shout out to social, my brother.
Bow down.
Hey, Pharaoh _71, King Ryan Facebook. As you see this, Pharaoh the Magnificent. I got that shit from Special Ed. Fuck it.
You know what's fucked up about what he just said? Is it made me think of one that I saw earlier this week that says women are born with 2 sets of lips, one to argue with and one to apologize.
That's right. I take the apology any goddamn day. Hey,
matter of fact, that's what happened with the Monster drink.
Well, you. But the thing is, you can apologize to both of them.
Okay, we need to go now.
And for me, y'all can find me the Man on the Street at the Man on the Street show. Hey, I dropped the video. I dropped the video the other day talking about Memorial Day at number 47 in the Classless Act that he did before he went to lay the wreath at Arlington Cemetery. I think that was very disrespectful for him to call the Democrat scums, and then to say all the shit that he said, instead of getting on there and saying that, hey, I just want to get in here as y'all president and say, hey, for all the men and women that gave their lives in defense of this country, I understand your pain, even though I didn't serve. Understand that your family members miss you, and I just want to be gracious to thank you for your service for this great nation. But of course, number 47 can't do that. So you can find that video on my channel, and I got a couple of subscribers off that channel. Believe it or not, I didn't think I would get 2 or 3 of them.
Did you mention the damn West Point had to go through that bullshit?
Yeah. No, I say I was going to do a video on that, but that's what I'm saying though. It's just the fact that on that day of all days, for you to put out your personal grievance against somebody else, that just shows that you really don't care about the people that you're supposed to be in charge of, or the highest person in that land. It's all about you and your family. I say it's all about Donald Trump, his family, and money, and God be damn, and the people that he's supposed to serve be damn as well. But you also find us on YouTube at 2 Cigars and a Blunt on YouTube, and also on Facebook. So make sure you tell a friend to make sure to subscribe. Make sure you come and check us out on Wednesday night for the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast. All we do is talk about sports, and we have a good time doing that as well. But make sure you come back next Friday night for 2 Cigars and a Blunt. Goes down at 8 o'clock, and we will be back to our normal Asked Out after show. We combine both of them tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hope y'all was entertained. But make sure you tell a friend to have a good time and come back as well. And with that, I am The man on the goddamn. I'm gonna change my name to the man on the goddamn street.
Oh,
Go ahead, no, I'm the man on the street.
Yo, this is Pharaoh the Magnificent.
Why didn't the toilet paper cross the road? Because it got stuck in the crack.
The mad professor in the booth.
Yeah. We're gonna change this goddamn outro. Tim Dog, man. Oh, what you say right there? There you go. Thank you.
We're gonna record one for Tim and just play it.
Yeah, just play. Just like we're gonna get his goddamn a question before he decides what we're gonna do on Freestyle Fridays. Motherfuckers, your shit. No, we ain't talking about that shit.
Man on the street walking down the street with a girl by the hand, what he thought was a woman was nothing but a man.
Please just stop it.
Yeah, because the man was your mama, and with that, we out. Peace.